No doubt, Sony has done a fantastic job of getting people excited, getting people into this generation, making things so that, at the end of the day, that we have something great to play, some great things to look forward to. And they've also managed to do a really good job at getting people some things that maybe possibly weren't even possible in previous generations. And now they made an announcement yesterday that I thought couldn't have gone over any better if they had tried. Like, it honestly is one of the more impressive things that I've seen announced from Sony, and I guess I just want to say kudos to them. And once again, it's one of those things where I do wish Microsoft would have something similar or would take it a little bit more seriously. But listen, this is why competition's good. This is why it's good to have multiple platforms if you can get it. And I'm going to get into this because it's going to be a topic you don't want to miss. Hey there everyone, I'm the Crapgamer, and of course this is Crapgamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice some changes around here, and hopefully that doesn't stop you from giving us a like, and possibly maybe even consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me today. It definitely means a lot, and I'm so appreciative of everything you guys have to do and say. It really does mean a lot. So, with that being said, wow. Sony chose to drop some incredible news, and I want to get into it. Basically, at CES 2022, yes, CES actually is happening, Sony revealed the first game coming to its PSVR 2 next-generation virtual reality headset, Horizon Call of the Mountain. The title is being co-developed by Guerrilla Games and Firesprite, the newly acquired Liverpool-based studio known for The Persistence. Now, we don't really know much about it, except that it will feature a brand new main character, and even though fans will get to meet Aloy and other familiar faces throughout the plot, there is a very interesting teaser, and you know what, I gotta tell you what, this is very exciting. I know not everybody is huge and into, VR, and I totally understand that and respect that, right? Like, these are choices we make as gamers. If you're an Xbox fan, I understand sometimes you have to be like, oh, well, I don't care about VR, right? And I understand that because Xbox doesn't seem like they're going to go in for VR at all. But with that being said, if you're a person who does like VR or has a PlayStation 5 or you're looking forward to the next edition of PlayStation VR, wow. It sounds absolutely expensive, but incredible. Beyond Horizon Call of the Mountain, Sony also shared plenty of details regarding the PSVR 2 features and specs, with the latter confirming an earlier rumor. The headset will come with its own sensory feedback to complement the controller's haptic feedback and adaptive triggers as well. Visual fidelity. For a high-fidelity visual experience, PSVR 2 offers 4K HDR, 110-degree field of view, and foveated rendering. With an OLED display, players can expect a display resolution of 2000 x 2040 per eye and smooth frame rates of 90 to 120 Hz. And there's also headset-based tracking with the controllers. With inside-out tracking, PSVR 2 tracks you and your controller through integrated cameras embedded in the VR headset. Your movements and the directions you look at are reflected in-game without the need for an external camera. There's also new sensory features. PSVR 2 Sense technology combines eye tracking, headset feedback, 3D audio, and the innovative PSVR 2 Sense controller to create an incredibly deep feeling of immersion. Headset feedback is a new sensory feature that amplifies the sensations of in-game actions from the players. It's created by a single built-in motor with vibrations that add an intelligent tactile element, bringing players closer to the gameplay experience, for example. Gamers can feel a character's elevated pulse during tense moments, the rush of objects passing close to the character's head, or the thrust of a vehicle as the character spreads forward. Additionally, PS5's Tempest 3D audio tech makes sounds in the player's surroundings come alive, adding to the new level of immersion, and even eye tracking with PSVR 2 detects the motion of your eye, so a simple look in a specific direction can create an additional input for the game character. This allows players to interact more intuitively in new and lifelike ways, allowing for a heightened emotional response and enhanced expression that provides a new level of realism in gaming. So this all sounds absolutely incredible. I'm 100% on board. They showed some gameplay footage of this new Horizon game, Call of the Mountain, and what was more interesting was A developer for Guerrilla Games say it will change what AAA means for VR. So the upcoming PSVR 2 title, Horizon Call of the Mountain, is claimed to be quite impressive. At least that's what former Horizon Forbidden West senior world designer Chris James said on Twitter following the VR title's official announcement earlier today. According to the former Guerrilla developer, Horizon Call of the Mountain has been in the works for quite some time, and although he didn't work on it himself, he said that Horizon PSVR 2 title will have a big impact on VR titles going forward. This is what he had to say. This is in the works for a while now. I didn't work on it, but I promise you this will change what AAA means for VR. He added that it's amazing. Now, coming from a former Guerrilla Games employee, this should be taken with a pinch of salt. Still, from what everybody's seen from Guerrilla and Firesprite Games in the past, the expectations for Call of the Mountain are pretty high. Obviously, there are going to be more updates throughout the year. I have a feeling that PSVR 2 is going to launch sometime this year. We'll have to see at what point it will actually launch. But what an exciting time! What an exciting, couple days for announcements, right? Like, this is super incredible to think about. And at the end of the day, I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of people that are really kind of experiencing something fantastic. Now, clearly there's going to be detractors on this, and there's going to be people that say, oh, well, maybe they shouldn't focus on that or such a niche thing or whatever. But I love the fact that Sony's taking chances with this, and VR is such a cool thing. I hope that more people actually go out and give it a chance this time around. Obviously, with stuff like Oculus doing well, we're starting to see how people are looking into VR as being much more, I think, common, and people are loving it. Like in my household, it's a big family thing. We have a VR set up in the living room as well as in my room. I have two PSVRs, and they always want to play it. I mean, I don't always let everybody play it, but it's like, it's a great big deal, and it's a big family thing when we all get together and kind of play with the PSVR. So I think that people probably will need to, you have to try it. I feel like people need to try VR for it to be able to really kind of showcase what it can accomplish and what it can be. And I also feel like, at the end of the day, gamers are going to continue to, want to flock to what they're used to, and I totally understand that. Honestly, I do really think that gamers at the end of the day are afraid of change in some ways, but I also feel like at the same time, I also feel like gamers probably would be more willing to kind of look into some of these things if it meant different types of games and full-on gaming experience. And it looks like that's what Sony's going to do. They're about to offer, these huge experiences. These aren't just like little demos and things like that. These are full-on games now, and that's an exciting prospect. With that being said, I'm going to link these articles. You guys can check it out. Are you excited for PSVR 2? Let me know. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Crap Gamer out.